Peekaboo! Hear that glitch? It's time to thwip. What's up, guys? I'm AJ and welcome back to another Thwip Side video, and today I'm taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Target exclusive gold label Deadman action figure. This Deadman has been on my radar for a while, and I was checking at work Target.com to see if he was in stock at my store, and it said he was, and I went up there at lunch thinking no way, because that's happened to me in the past. They've said they've had stock at my store and there was no stock to be found, but there he was, so I snagged him up right after work. I got home, popped him out of his box, and started making the video. Start things off, we'll check out the box. It has really cool artwork of Deadman on the back. Not much on the side except for Deadman DC Rebirth. Deadman with a window, the big window where the figure came in, so you can see everything he comes with. The gold label, like I said, he is a Target exclusive. And for this review, I am using just a white backdrop because my normal backdrop is red, and I think he'd blend in too much. But we'll take a look at the accessories. We get the tried and true mainstays of the DC Multiverse line, the trading card with the artwork and the bio, and the typical display or figure base that you get, display stand, whatever, I guess you can call it that. And then you get these cool translucent effects, some ghastly images, and these two go on his arm. They are different, so I think this is pretty cool. And then this one plugs into his back, and it has a skull coming out. So I think these are really nice effects. Okay, we're gonna kick things off with articulation. His head's on a swivel. I can't get my fingers in between the collar. He's got some nice tilt. Can't look up to that much at all. Looks forward a lot. He got the standard McFarlane assembly. His arm goes out that far. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist swivels, hinges up or down or side to side, or however you choose. He's got a diaphragm cut. It's got some nice tilt, some rotation, more rotation at that waist joint. He can only crunch with both of them together that much. Arcs that far back. Does the splits that much. Nice movement at the hip. Double jointed knees. Ankles go up really nice. Back really nice. You get some pivot and toe articulation. Now again, for the purposes of this review, I did ditch my red backdrop and just going with white, so the red of Deadman doesn't blend too much in with my red backdrop. I felt that it would be kind of like dull to figure out. We wouldn't be able to check them out as well. But starting off with this guy, for me, it's all about the head. I mean, really nice sculpt and some nice paint, and the eyes. I love the eyes. He's got that frown. So yeah, really cool. Besides that, you get a painted D for Deadman. And of course you got the big flared collar, which is it's a little soft, but it's also, just here it's soft, but the rest gets kind of hard. I guess you got some wiggle, but it's not floppy, which is good for a collar that big, I think, because you don't want it to get all loose and flopping around. But besides that, a nicely sculpted red costume, and that's about it for him. But that is the design of the character. So really cool. Can't really talk about much paint on him. The D's nice and clean, I can say. And again, it's all about the head portrait. Really cool. So the effects, this one here, this goes on and there's a plug in the back. You just get it up on the shoulders and plug it in like so. And it clamps on like that around his shoulders. And then these just wrap on his arms however you want, I guess. However you so choose. Oh, too close to the camera. How is what I always like to say. So maybe something like that. And then maybe, oh, don't fall off. So that last effect, for some reason I was having a little bit of trouble getting it on camera. So here he is, all with his ghostly effects. And I think he looks pretty awesome. So Deadman stands at about 7 inches to the top of the head and just a little bit under 8 inches to the top of his skull ghost thingy. And as you can see here, I have him next to the Spawn's Universe Haunt figure, and I think they look really cool together. And even if you didn't collect like DC Multiverse or whatever, he would be a cool addition to put with your Spawn display. I mean, here's a guy that talks to his dead brother, and here's a dead man. So there you go, pretty cool. So bottom line for me is that I'm really liking the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Gold Label Deadman figure. Yes, he has a simplistic design, so there's not too much going on, but that's the nature of the character. I mean, that's the character design, but the head does it for me, the head portrait, especially those eyes, and I think he looks really cool with the effects. It just really brings him out more. I really appreciate that we've got those accessories. I will say the one thing I wish that we did get, that we didn't, is a flight stand, because he is always floating around in people's ears and things like that, before he possesses people, of course. And I just think that being a gold label figure especially and everything, we should have gotten the flight stand so we could display him floating around. Not a deal breaker, but it would have been a nice addition. And I also want to say that, yeah, he's a gold label, so if they re-release him, it'd be interesting to see what they did, because I know they usually change it up a little bit if they re-release a figure that's a gold label. For me, it would have been cool, I think, if the gold label was more like, and I'm not usually a big fan of this, but translucent plastic, maybe like a very light shade of red for the costume, mix it up a little, and maybe like a lighter, like a frosty translucent plastic for his head for the gold label, and I think that would have been really cool. And then you could have him more in like a ethereal form. That would have been awesome, and then had the regular version be this. But I'm happy that I picked this up. I'm super happy my Target actually had him. With that being said, drop me a comment and tell me what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and thwipping that notification bell, and I will catch you guys real soon right back here on the thwip side. Later.